I apologize if this was asked earlier, but what do you do? Where did you go into yourself to bring out such a cold, wicked being?
I don't know. It's really hard. I surprise myself sometimes at how far I can go with her. I think it's that thing where like you just have the opportunity to do something so outrageous that you can't do in your normal life, like break people's legs and eat the heads off of your mate. You know, that's socially unacceptable. So I have the opportunity to do it in this character, and I just go with it. I mean, you use your imagination, and part of acting is to be able to take a lot of risks, and I definitely do. There's some things I do that don't work, that don't end up in the series, thankfully. You know, I scream sometimes on set and just try to like have some fun with her, and that's not really who she is, but it's good to like try different things. And I had an episode coming up where I got some blood on my face, and I decided to eat it on my way out of the shot. And it's like, you know, you just try these things and you see like what sticks and what doesn't. And same thing with being totally evil is how far can you go, you know? And I picture like the meanest people I know, and I go 10 times more than that.
Couple of off-topic questions as far as me goes. What was your experience like on Justice League Unlimited doing the voice of Black Canary? And you have been mentioned as a fan favorite for a couple of years now as Wonder Woman.
Oh yeah.
Would you consider a role like that?
Would I consider it? I don't know. Yes. I would love to do that. That would be awesome. That's sort of up there on one of like my top 5 roles that I would love to play. And Black Canary was an awesome thing to do. I just recently did something else for Warner Brothers cartoon. What's that other League of Justice? No, not Justice League. League of maybe it's something else. Sorry, I'm terrible at cartoon names. It's one with everybody, Superman and Justice League? It's not Justice League, it's another one. All right, whatever. Anyway, I just recently did another one where I played Cheetah, so that was fun. But Black Canary is awesome. You just show up, you don't have to look like anything, you just do crazy things with your voice. And I did it before I knew what she looked like. I mean, I knew from the cartoons, but I didn't know how they were going to stick to how close they were going to stick to the original stuff. And you know, just do it and they match it to your voice, and then you come back in and you like, my favorite is when they need more punching sounds, and you got to come into a booth and like wherever you are in the world, they're like, can you just pop into like a sound booth real quick and do some of these sounds for us? And I'm like, okay, and I'm like, I go in and I'm like, ugh, ooh, ah, you know. Hard day's work, see you guys later.
Oh, awesome. But I love how you can kind of switch between good Anna versus evil Anna. And you know, as good Anna, I love how you're so sweet and loving to the human race. But then you can easily just be sort of like the cold and cunning Anna. Do you find it difficult, you know, kind of differentiating between the two?
No. I love playing this role so much, and it makes a lot of sense to me. And I know it's unfair to keep saying this, but I really am thinking about like politicians and political debates and things. I mean, they seem like very nice, approachable people, you know, and you may not agree with their views, but sometimes you have to admit it, you get sucked into it, because they know how to present things. And that's sort of what I think of as Anna, you know, when she's presenting blue energy, or when she's talking to the widow about, you know, how sorry she is about her husband dying. I think that it has to come from a place of truth, and she has to believe that she's doing something good. And ultimately she is. I mean, she's needs the survival of her race. So whatever she does is coming from a good place. It just depends who you ask. So I think it's easy to switch back and forth between the two because it's coming from a place of purity for Anna. You know, it's coming from a place that is justifiable.
All right.
Thanks.
I was actually kind of curious to how much of the role of Anna came from the direction and how much of it came from within you. I mean, how much development did you have with this?
I read the pilot and I had my take on it, and I came in and I auditioned. I didn't see anybody else audition, so I don't know what they did. But I'm sure everybody's a little bit different, and for whatever reason I ended up getting the role, which is awesome for me. But I think that in itself, you bringing yourself to the role is sort of half of the collaboration process. And again, Scott Peters had told me he didn't want her to be robotic. So as soon as I got that piece of information, everything became a little bit easier. And then in shooting, you know, the first episode was really sort of indicative of what the whole series was going to be like. So Yves Semino, who directed that, who's an amazing director, helped me. You know, we had a conversation where he's like, she's a lizard, so don't forget that. And I was like, right, okay, but what do you mean? Like, you want me to like walk like this, or you know, you want me to like do that? Like, what do you mean? So I definitely kept it in mind, and when we found little places in the pilot and throughout the series still to like use it and do weird things, you know, it's just something that's always in the back of my head.
So I've heard people who play bad guys before say they'll meet someone in real life and they'll be scared of them. So have you come across anyone who just took one look at you and walked away because they were terrified?
Yeah, my half-brother. He is 8 years old, and he can't come near me anymore because my dad let him watch the scene where I eat the guy's head off. And he's just waiting for my teeth to come out. He won't come near me. He lives in Brazil, and I went to visit, and he won't come near me. And people in general, you know, I can tell when they come up to me, they're like, is she gonna be nice? Like, what's she gonna do? On the street, you know, but I think that they are smart enough to know that it's a role, and that I'm not really that evil. I guess I could be.